God, together. Okay. Oh, hi. What are you doing here? That's Artist on Record. And I hope that you did the right thing, that you subscribed and share it with somebody you love. That's because we gotta do this. I was up all night trying to hustle this show, but we got a great show tonight. It's your first time here. Let's bring us back to where we gotta be. Good morning. It's ADIKA Live. And if it's your first time here, you like your ultimate intimate conversations with sometimes your favorite artists, or maybe sometimes new up-and-coming favorite artists, or just trending topics, health, wellness, or what's going on, or your favorite show. Well, this is the place to be, kids. And what you got to do is subscribe and hit that bell to be reminded when we're on. That's right down there. That little guy, right? It's really simple. It's free. Do it. And if you enjoy the show, share it with somebody you love. And also, after the show's over, keep the comments going. Keep the live chat. That's right. Keep it in the comments. Give me your feedback, what you loved about the show, maybe what you didn't love about the show. And hey, if you really, it moved you in some way, tell your therapist to enjoy the show.
It's Coffee Talk with ADIKA. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here with Stephen and all his friends.
Oh boy. Now, the first thing we got to do is unmute the mic, because you don't even know what I just said, do you? Oh, what an evening. What an evening we had. Okay, everybody, if it is your first time here, please subscribe and tell me when my mic is off. Oh, I was testing you guys. And you guys are going crazy. Well, anyway, it is my time here. It is the right time here. It is 7:02 a.m. And today we have a great show. Trending topics. What is going on? I'm going to tell you what's going on. There's new movies on Hulu. Miniseries. Not a movie. It's a mini. Why do I say movies? I'm so used to it because you got legends in it. There's a movie about Tommy Lee, Pamela Anderson. It's all coming to you. And our friend Andrew Dice Clay is going to be in it as well. So check that out. But in the meantime, last night, man, I was doing like a Jerry Lewis telethon. Last night, to hit a number, I gave away $50 to some strange person I don't know, and I hope she spends it the right way. So congratulations, Heidi. Don't get wild and crazy. Buy something good and share it with a friend. $50. And we got other prizes we will be doing on the show, whether it's gift cards, which we're sending out to the kid, to Deb Jackson, whether it's vinyl slip mats. You know what? I'm giving it all away. Why? Everybody likes something free. I understand. But before I go any further, I gave a beautiful intro and you missed it. It was so good. I can never repeat that one again. But hey, it doesn't matter. We're here. We're warming up. We have a friend right now on the show that's going to be coming on later. We'll talk about him later. But anyway, right now, this is what happens when you do two things at once. I was trying to get Instagram to come over here. Then they come here and they hear a guy doing this. But anyway, good morning. Thank you for being here. Give yourselves a round of applause for waking up. Yeah. Settle down. It's all good. You guys are beautiful. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. I see some new faces here. I see some old faces here. Don't get offended. I didn't really call you old. If you're sitting on the toilet right now, that's your thing. But at least you take me with you. That's right. And you know what else? What else? I got to tell you something. Please subscribe to Artist on Record, ADIKA Live. It's our ultimate intimate conversation with your favorite artist. It's vinyl stories, vinyl giveaways, money giveaway. We're doing it all. I'm bringing you celebrities. I'm bringing you money. I'm bringing you entertainment. And best of all, you get me, Stephen ADIKA, your YouTube sensation, where you can also find us on any podcast platform you're looking for, whether it's iHeartRadio. Just look up ADIKA Live. Check the show out, unedited. Take us anywhere. If you're driving in a car, if you're driving to the grocery store, take me. I want to hang with you. I care about you. Okay, what else is going on here today, everybody? It is, let's see what's trending in the news really quick. 7:05 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's right. Breaking news. Oh, this I don't want to get you guys crazy, but forget this. This is too heavy for us. Just go on the news and find out. I don't even want to talk about it because we want to be positive here. Well, I have a friend I'm going to bring up, but first of all, Pamela Anderson, net worth took a hit after divorcing Tommy Lee. Here's what she makes now. That's in the news for you if you guys want to know, because on Hulu, they're having the Tommy Lee Pam movie coming out. That's right. And my friend's in that one. Andrew Dice Clay. That's right. He's going to be in that one. So Tommy Lee is happy about it. Pamela Lee is not so happy about it. Let me ask you guys in the chat, what do you guys think about this in the chat? Let's talk to a couple of people here. Debbie Muller, thank you. We love you. I love you. Mwah. Thank you for the super chat. I love you so much. Come here. Come close, Debbie. It's very sweet of you, Debbie. Let's go over here. Let's see. I want your comments. I want to know what your feelings about this Tommy Lee Pamela Anderson movie. Tell me about this thing. I want to know, did you see the tapes when it first came out? Huh? Did you see what went on there? Me being Jewish, I never seen anything like it myself. But anyway, check it out right here. Darnell, Debbie, Renee, Fabrice here. Thank you for being here. Reverend Jenny. Oh, you got Jackie. Always good to see Laura G. Lovely to see you guys here this morning. Cooking with the kids even here. I'm exhausted. I worked so hard to get 25 people to subscribe. It was the hardest thing in the world, but you did it. I loved it. And you know what? I like doing these contests. So we're going to do more. We're going to do more contests. So make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell to be reminded, both platforms, because you never know what I'm giving away, but I'm giving it, okay? It's a lot of fun. Just let everybody have fun. And I want to thank my brother-in-law, Carl Mayer, for coming on Instagram and making me steal some of his people. And I hope they like me as much as they like him. Since he has good hair. I got no hair, but it's all right. It's all good. Okay, so who else is here right now? AH. He woke up too early, AH. Okay, all righty. Oh, all righty. All right, everybody. The marathon, that telethon. That's right. So tell me in the comments below, I want to know your feelings about this Pamela Anderson, this mini-series they got out. Tommy Lee's into it. She's not into it. Are you into it? Let me look at some of the comments here. Are you guys with me? Let's see over here. I need a producer. I'm tired. But, in the meantime, let me bring a guest out over here. His name is Seven. He knows me a long time. He's a beautiful guy. Dice is in the movie, right? That's Debbie Muller. Dice is in the movie. Correct. Dice is it's a mini series, not a movie. You got to correct that. It's we keep calling it look at this. Thank you. Look at it. Thank you very much. The man is paid to be on the show. Exile in Rosedale. There's a book. Great guy. Renee Mitchell is 50-50. You 50-50 about that, huh? Okay. Why? Tell me why. I'm curious. 50-50. That's interesting. I want to know why. And let me know if my sound is off, or my internet's hot to be shining. Today we are going in Patreon. I'm bringing you George Jakaris. Remember, he has a new book. It's called My West Side Story, a memoir. George Jakaris. Get that clear for you. Interesting book. Interesting story. He's also in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes with Marilyn Monroe. We're going to hear all these stories. If you have any questions for George, put them in the comments down below. I'll make sure I ask for you. If you're in Patreon, put your questions in there for me, because help me with the interview. Be a part of it, all righty? Patreon, you being a part of this channel supports us to keep this great entertainment alive and well, all righty? Let's see some of the questions in here with everybody. Laura G, I haven't seen it yet, but want to, okay? Debbie's asking, is it, I don't think it's X-rated. Oh, I don't know. Could it be? Oak Leaf, I haven't really paid attention to the miniseries. I've got other things in my life to attend to. Well, Oak Leaf, how about you, huh? All righty. Renee, yeah, I'm a little bit curious. I am, okay? Debbie wants some excitement in her life. Well, you got me, honey. Oh, you guys are so beautiful. Now let's welcome up a friend of mine. Let's over here. Let's see. Could you put? You know what? We could put it all up over here. Let's see. Motley Crue. Ladyface says. Motley Crue. Tommy Lee probably did a lot worse than a tape, huh? Ladyface. Yeah. Ladyface Full. Sorry. So I start the show with no sound. Let's see some of the other comments. Did you see what's over here? Did you see the list of? I did not see it. I need to check it out. Okay. Look, Debbie's going crazy. crazy. She's laughing. Okay. Let's see what else we got up here, everybody. We are going to bring a friend of mine who, you got to be careful how you say his name. You heard of Prince? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the audience. His name is Seven. He's an author. He's a producer. He's an engineer. Let's hear what he has to say. You like to meet new people? I like to show you. This is Human Interest Stories with ADIKA.
It would be a human interest story if there was more than one human involved. But there was a story that everyone must hear. So,
welcome. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Sit down now. Sit down. Hey, good evening, Seven. Good evening. Good morning. Good morning. It's so great to have you here. Everybody loves you. Everybody's saying hello to you. Look at Debbie says hi, Seven. Oh, they love you. That's right. Reverend Jenny, big hug. Thank you, Reverend Jenny. Thank you. Welcome, Seven. Talk a little bit. Let's hear what you have to say.
it's good to be on your show, and I'm so excited to tell this very funny Stefan story. Stefan is a legend. When I was working on the Diamond album, and by the way, you told that wrong. When I brought you to the record plant, I was working on the Diamond album at the record plant.
Sorry, Seven. I had to get up and take my dog out to take a piss. But anyway, it's really nice to hear you.
Did you really just do that?
Yeah, just did it right now. I don't know what
you
just
said.
Out. I
Your
don't know
dog
what you
goes
just
that quick?
said, but we got to mute him, everybody. Here's the thing about him. Stefan, you're a sweetie. Loved your interview with the beautiful. Thank you very much, Tawny Catane. Great friend of mine, and thank you very much. It's very sweet of you, EJ. This is EJ. Sorry, I'm waking up. Okay. Oh wow, look at this. My last puppy was named Seven. Oh my God. Oh look, he's all happy. So Seven, we have him here. The man worked when 1985, 84 is when I met him around. I believe I was a young pup, and he knows me for a very long time. Stefan and Seven sounds like a cocktail. Very, very good. Well, Seven knows me for a long time, but he hasn't been always Seven.
No.
Have you?
No.
You went through a change. How did you come up with the name Seven?
Being in the music business, we live and die on our credits. And besides the fact that every time I heard my name, it sounded like I could hear my mother yelling at me in my head, Alan! And I just always wanted to change my name in school. When I was a kid, I would write Alan Scott. And I just wanted to drop Seven wants a cuddle, always. I just never liked my name. So when I was working on the book, I was just starting the book, and I was working at Apple, hiding from the music industry. And I just said one day, I just made a day, and I said, I'm going to change my name. But I forgot something really important. So I go into HR, and I'm like, I said this, I loved her. I had such a crush on her, Jaleesa from Apple. If you're watching, I still love you.
Oh, and hold on a second. Hold on.
Wait.
I asked for a question. I asked for an answer. You give me.
I'm giving you the question.
Here.
So listen,
now
I'm going to Jaleesa. I'm telling you. I go to Jaleesa, and I asked for a new badge. And she goes, why did you lost your badge? I said, no, I'm changing my name. And she goes, oh, really? What are you changing your name to? Didn't even turn around to look at me. And at that moment, I realized something. I never thought of what I was going to change my name to.
How old were you when you changed your name for the first time?
This was 2008. I was working at Apple. And at that moment, I didn't know what to do. So I just said, I thought of the first thing that came to my mind. I said, Seven. So Jaleesa turns around in her chair and looks at me. She goes, okay, Seven. She goes, if you're going to change your name, you got to go to the Apple directory and change your name. She goes, but don't screw around with the Apple directory, because if tomorrow you want to go back to being Funny Alan, you're fired. I said, no problem. So I went over to the Apple
Funny
directory.
Alan. They knew you around the office.
I was only at the company like 2 months, but they had just sent me to Cupertino. So with all that training, I knew I could change my name and get away with it. So I go into the directory, I get rid of Allen, put 7. I go to get rid of my last name and it wouldn't let me. So that was where the whole legal thing and stuff, which I want to do, but I didn't do yet.
So they knew you.
That was the day. I never liked my name. So that day I became
What day was that you changed your name to 7?
I don't know the very day, but I know it was like in 2008.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Okay.
Before the book. I mean, right before the book came out. The book came out
before the book. You know what? Can you show the lovely audience the book? Can you hold it up for them? Just show the book right here.
Cheap. This is what they call cheap thrill. Now, this isn't just a book. The great part about this book.
What's the name of the book? Hold it.
Exile in Rosedale: The Musical Life of 7. 2000, whatever, 1963 to 2009.
You got fans over here. Look right here.
Oh yeah, now Dan Laverty, see that guy Dan Laverty?
Yeah.
He was one of the first people to read this book, and I can bust him right now.
Does Dan love rock and roll?
Dan is a big rock and roll
Dan,
guy.
you need to subscribe. Artist on Record, ADIKA Live, please.
Subscribe, Dan. He's good people. I know Stefan since he's 16.
Since I'm 16 years old.
And I'm going to tell that story. I can't wait to tell him. I was blown out of the chair to tell that story. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Interesting. I never liked my last name. Reverend Jenny didn't like her last name. Yeah. It's funny. We talk about changing the names. I have friends that change their names. I have a friend named Ryan Rozovich. He changed it to Roxy. He moved to Hollywood.
A ton of people that they changed their name legally.
I never changed.
They do it.
I was a Stefan ADIKA.
I was going to Stefan ADIKA forever. It fits you.
It fits me. ADIKA, the name. It's powerful.
Stefan ADIKA is very synonymous with humidity. It's very bad.
It's very bad for the hair.
And I've been using that quote forever.
Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about your career, your past. You in the movie with Dustin Hoffman, Warren Beatty, Ishtar. Weren't you in that movie?
Yeah, I had a speaking line, and I don't think they used it. They didn't use it in the movie.
They didn't. You were too good.
You could see. No, Elaine May was out of her mind.
You were too good. You have a lot of good stories. Okay.
She directed Tootsie, and then they put her in for this Ishtar. It was called the worst movie.
I wanted to change my name to Buck Naked. He says
there already is a Buck Naked, isn't there?
I don't know. ADIKA is powerful. Thank you. It's really great to see the chat going here, and everybody, please, if you're watching, keep the chat going after the show. I love to hear your feedback about 7. And where can they get the book? Where can they buy them?
All right, so the book is still available at Amazon.com. You can get it. It's pretty much wherever good books are sold. I mean, it's.
So you're saying it's a good book?
I didn't say that. I said it's available wherever good books are sold.
Okay. Do you recommend them buy used, or where do you recommend? Do you have a website?
However you can get it. It doesn't matter. I make nothing really right now on the book.
Let's hold the book up. Any pictures in there?
I don't make any tens. There's some pictures in here. Sure.
Is my name in there?
Your name is in there. Yeah, you're in the special thanks. The story I'm going to tell isn't in the book. That was going in book 2. So Mitch Diamond.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you. Mitch Diamond is a guitar player from Long Island. I'll tell you really quick because Alan. Hold on.
Writer. He's a
hold on. We got to listen. Mitch is a great guitar player. Had a band, Diamond. Great album, great song. Mitch produced it. Mitch comes from a great family in the business. His father, and we're going to talk a little bit about his father. I had to mute him a little bit because we got to get 7 together. I keep calling him by his real name. He gets very upset. But I do got the 30-year rule. Haven't seen him in a long time. 7, tell them about your father first of all.
My father, who is not with us anymore, Mitch Plotkin. He started in the music business the day I was born. Yeah. And he started National Recording and then moved over to A&R Recording. And A&R Recording was a powerhouse. I mean, that was Phil Ramone's studio, A&R, Arnold and Ramone. And then, it was incredible. I think they had like a top 100 hit every week for like 10 years. They were out of control. A&R was my childhood.
Yeah.
Running around that studio.
So you'd see a lot of people as a kid. You'd bump into these celebrities. Who would you see as a kid?
Well, one of the favorite stories, two favorite stories I have is the 3 Degrees. They sang the song "When Will I See You Again." They sang "Happy Birthday to Me" in 3-part harmony on the steps of the Abbey Victoria Hotel, which was next to A&R back in the day, 799 7th Avenue. And And by the way, everyone that worked there was like the greatest people in the world. Jay Messina, Shelly Yakis.
Yeah.
I mean, Roy Sakala, before he was at Record Plant, he was at A&R.
Yeah, you'll see that name in a lot of John Lennon solo records.
Yeah, Roy. Yeah, and I got funny Roy stories too. But anyway, so that was a big one for me. They used to call me in the house. The 3 Degrees used to call me and say, "You doing your homework?" I'd be like, "No." They'd be like, "Do your homework." And this other story is that Paul McCartney was recording Ram at CBS Studios, and
Wow.
A&R Recording was the old CBS Studios, an incredible big room. Their studio A1 was like one.
And
of
this
the
is all everybody. This is all in New York City, just to be clear. This is all New
Oh
York.
yeah,
All New
A&R
York City.
was one of the premier studios. I mean, Phil was gangbusters. Billy Joel, Barbra Streisand. I mean, Paul Simon. It didn't end.
Yeah.
Phil has more hit records. You go to allmusic.com and put Phil Ramone in. You could be there. He did the Girl from Ipanema.
Great. So the Ram sessions. Tell me about the Ram sessions.
Okay, so McCartney's doing Ram at Columbia, and then there's a problem at the studio at Columbia. So McCartney comes to A&R because that A1 was the old Columbia studio. And so he's there, and my father comes home and says, "Guess who's in the studio for the next week or two?" I said, "Who?" He goes, "You'll never guess." And I'm naming names because, the Beatles, I know the Beatles are always in England. So, I don't think like that is Paul McCartney. He goes, "Paul McCartney." And I'm telling you, 8 years old, I think I fell over. And because I was a gigantic, still am a big Beatles fan. And I looked at my father. I go, "Dad, you always bring me in. You're going to bring me in, right? I got to go in. I got to see Paul McCartney. I want to watch and see what he does. I want to know what mics he's using. I want to see what he's playing." And my father goes, "It's a Beatle." He doesn't even come out. McCartney didn't even come out of the control room except to go to the bathroom. And he didn't even do that much.
Wow. So he spent the whole time in the.
So my dad says, "I can't."
So he wouldn't even drink. He wouldn't even have a drink of water.
I didn't know. He had food brought in and water.
You see this? Are you single? Are you single, Seven?
I am.
The ladies, Reverend Jenny loves your hair. That's it. Loves your hair. All right, go back to the story. Don't get crazy. Okay.
So anyway, where's all my hair from back in the day? So anyway, every day Dad's coming home and he's talking, and I'm saying, "What's going on? What is he doing?" Like my old man hits the door. I'm like, bam. So finally he says, "Let's talk after dinner." We have our little meetings, and he says, "Look, you got to stay calm." He goes, I actually spoke to Paul, and he said that kind of like Heather, he just needed to get his stepdaughter, Heather McCartney,
right.
from Linda. And he said, I got to get her entertained or something. So my father goes, "Well, I have an 8-year-old son." And Paul goes, "That's great. Can you bring him in?" So my father says, "You can come in." He goes, "I'm going to bring you in." He goes, "But wait a minute." He goes, "There's one thing. You can't you got to watch your mouth." And I'm like, "Dad, watch my mouth. I mean, what are you going to say to it? She's 8 years old. I'm 8 years old. I mean, what do you want me to say?" She goes, "It's not what I want you to say. It's what I don't want you to say." He goes, "You screw up, you're going to get me fired." He goes, "It doesn't matter if I'm Phil and all that and all I do." He goes, I could be the greatest in the world. You piss off of McCartney, it's Kaddish.
Yeah.
For the Jews.
Kaddish. Okay. Yeah.
For the dead. So
I love it. He said that to you, old school, your dad.
Oh yeah, no, my father, he knew.
That's great. Okay.
He talked to me like an adult because when it came to all that kind of stuff.
7 years old. If you messed 8 years old, if you screw this up, I'm gonna say your real name.
I'm fired, and you can't go to the studio anymore.
It's Kaddish for you. Okay.
He goes like, "No, not for me." He goes, "For him."
For him.
He goes, "I won't be able to bring you to the studio anymore because I won't have a job." I said, "Daddy, I won't get you fired." I give him a big hug and a kiss. We go in. My dad, we go in at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That's another story for another time. But we get in. I take my nap in this little lounge called the Pygmy Lounge. Before he comes in, because my dad had to be in the studio at 5 a.m. He was nuts. So I take my nap at the Pygmy Lounge. He wakes me up at 9:30 or whatever it was, 8:30. He says, "McCartney's going to be in." He comes in dead on time. It's like insane.
So he's promised McCartney's old business.
Right. Okay. You got to be ready. So my father gets me up like 20 minutes before he's coming in, whatever it is. I get up, I wash my face, and it's like I'm standing right at the front, like the reception area where you walk in at A&R. And literally, he walked
So you see McCartney walk right in by you.
Right in with it's him, it's Linda. They got babies. They got a baby. They got Heather, and
They got no nannies.
So
with
watch
them.
this.
It's them being.
I
Like,
don't remember nanny. I don't remember. All I know is this.
What do you remember visually? What were they wearing?
I'm like Paul McCartney, and I'm like, oh, Heather, and like Paul's gone. It's almost like he walked past us right into the studio. Gone. He's in A1, like down the long hall.
He walked fast.
That's it. He's gone. But Heather's standing right there with me. It was crazy. So my father goes, Heather, this is my son, and nice to meet you. And I said, nice to meet you, Heather. And she was like, it was a little weird because she was very quiet. And I said, he goes, you guys can do whatever you want, you know. I had run of the studio, like when studios, I think it was A3 was open. It was like a little tiny 8-track room. Like I could do some 3 machine, like I could edit tape at 7.5, 8 years old. So I said to her, I said, and my father's kind of watching. He's right there. I said, I can edit tape. Do you want to see me edit tape? She goes, my father does that all the time. Okay. I was like, well, I can 3 machine mix. 8 years old. That's basically what DJs do. Like where they start a record, they have another record, and they're going to a third machine. That's in
so
my
8 years old. You could do all this. You knew how to do this.
I mean, listen, I wasn't killing. You know, I wasn't doing Asia. I was doing what a kid plays with tape machines. But I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't cut I could use a razor blade. My old man taught me at 8, and I knew it from 7.5.
Okay.
So she says 3 machine. She goes, I could watch my father do that. So finally, I got a little annoyed, and I looked at her.
She said that to you, Heather.
Goes, I can watch my father can do that. So I got a little annoyed. So I looked at her. I said, did the Beatles break up because of drugs? And I got to tell you, my father was already in motion before the word drugs came out. It was like slow motion. Right in the back of the head.
Did he? Did he?
He gave me a shot right in front of him. And I was like, Dad. And it was like, he goes, I'm sorry, Heather. Because Heather's like, what? Drugs? What? Because, you know, I'm sorry. I said, oh, let's say, wait, Dad, give me a chance here. Do you want to see me thread a dubber? Now, a dubber was a 35 millimeter sprocket.
Wait, this is what you say. Hold on. To save your behind.
To save my behind, I'm going to go one more shot. And I say to her, I can thread a dubber like lightning. It was 35 millimeter sprocket film. There's no way Paul McCartney had a dubber in his house. He would have no use for it. It would be like having a walrus in your living room. So I go like this. Said we could bench or press
a Volkswagen at 8 years old.
No. They don't believe this. I get it. So anyway, so I said to her, you want to see me thread a dubber? She goes like this. She goes, my father could do that. And I just looked at her. I said, did someone really come at your dad with like a set of scissors to get his hair? And that was it. My father practically dislocated my arm as he dragged me. And it was like, whoof. And you know what? He threw me into the Pygmy Lounge. I got upset. I mean, I'm 8 years old, so I'm crying.
So is that the end of the relationship with you and Heather McCartney?
What are you kidding? Wait.
Is this story in the book?
It's in the book. It's at 10 in the morning. So all this action just happens like lightning.
Were you shaving in kindergarten too?
No,
You're done 2 months ago.
I wasn't shaving.
Okay. Making sure. These are good. These are stories in the book.
You know what?
Amazon.
I get it. It sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
And my childhood and my life has been unbelievable.
Well, I'll tell everybody out there. One thing I do know, I'm going to, whether you believe the stories or not, I believe them, and I'm going to tell you why. Because 1986, we were at the record plant. And if you guys know about the record plant, we were working with our friend Mitch Diamond, had a band Diamond, and Mitch was producing engineering. Seven was producing and engineering this record.
And Mitch was co-producing.
And he was, but listen, hold on. Let me talk. Don't get excited. Just sit down there. Calm down. Hold yourself. Hold the book up. Let's sell the book. Hold it up. Hold it up.
Selling books.
Sell the book. You wrote it.
You want me to
what did you write a book for? Did
I'll
you
give
write
away
a book
some-
for the collect dust or for people
No,
to
I
read?
wrote a book. I actually, this
Okay.
book
So
wasn't
anyway,
written to make money.
everybody,
It was written to have fun.
hold it to keep your mouth. When the hand goes up, the mouth goes shut. Hold the book and just. So he took me to the record plant, and it was actually about only 6 years after Lennon passed away, and he had all access to the studio, was working on the boards, everything.
Yeah.
And this is where the actual studio where John Lennon recorded his final album, and I was there,
It was
and
great.
we slept there. A matter of
Well,
fact,
John didn't record the final album. He worked a little bit on the final album. Most of that, I think, almost all or most of that album was done at the Hit Factory.
so most of it was recorded at the Hit Factory, but then
But John, before that,
he did stuff with Harry
Neal.
Nilsson there.
The record plant was John's home, man.
Yeah.
I saw tapes with Harry, Ringo, Harry Neal.
Look at this guy asking Seven not to speak. The guy just won't shush. But you know what? He did. We were at the record plant with
At a ball.
it was great. And the vaults, didn't Lennon have vaults at the record plant?
We had this in the basement. There was a room, but it had for a door, it had a vault on it. It had a vault door, and it had a thing. It was
Tell me about the vault.
so it was a vault, and that was a room where all John's tapes were kept.
That's right. Look, this is the best interview. You know what? This is a great, and thank you for enjoying it. So wait, so you and Heather
Thank you for
McCartney,
having me.
you're in it. You're very welcome. You and Heather McCartney, you get a couple slaps in the head, like you're an
But now
MMA
I'm in the
fighter from your
Pygmy
dad.
Lounge. I'm in the Pygmy
Okay.
Lounge. My dad threw me in the Pygmy Lounge. I don't know where Heather is. I'm hysterical. My father said, "What did I tell you?" He's screaming at me. He goes, "You're going to get me fired. What do you say to his daughter about scissors? Are you nuts?"
Yeah,
She's 8
scissors,
years
getting the
old.
hair,
You
calling him a
talking to
beetle, a
me like that.
druggie. Yeah, you're really batting it
You're talking
down.
about drugs with a McCartney? Are you nuts? What did I tell you? He goes, "We'll both be out in front of Woolworths with needles."
You know what?
Dead hands.
We here's what we're gonna do. There's more to the story. If you guys down below want to hear more about the story and you want to see Seven back on the show, put in the comments down below. We demand Seven, and I'll ask and see if he wants to come back because it's getting late and we got to get out of here.
I don't
But
understand. What do you mean it's getting late?
it's getting late. Just listen.
It doesn't work like that, Stefan. You know when it's late?
Anyway, so listen, if you want to see more of Seven, you will love him. You'll adore him. His book is on Amazon. I'm going to put a link there to check out his book. Hold up the book. Hold up the book. Look at him. And also, ladies, he's single. He's ready to mingle. That's right. And if you want that actual copy, I will give you his address, his phone number, his email. Maybe he'll send it to you and, have a lot of fun with it. Seven, we're going to hear more stories. If the people want to hear more from you, in the comments down below, say, I want Seven, and we'll bring him back on the show. We'll bring him back.
Everybody.
You tell me when. But
that's awesome.
Oh, this is a lot of fun.
Thank
but
you
hey,
so much, Stefan. I appreciate it.
don't worry. It's not the Academy Awards. Don't thank me so
Listen,
much.
there's
I didn't do a lot.
I want to tell you guys something before you go.
Yeah.
Some new stuff I'm working on is
We do need more time, drill team, and we will bring him
check
back.
out. There's a really great new artist that I'm doing drums for and some production also for. Is for Melody Rocks, Melody Melody Rock, ROX.
Yeah.
And she's great. And I'm also doing some engineering and stuff on the new Fader record. And this guy is crazy. Fader is the man. He's sound familiar? Seven is the man.
Seven is the man.
He took my last name. Now he's Fader is the man. He's got a new album I'm working on.
You
And
actually,
he's doing it's brilliant. I mean, I'm doing drums and stuff.
you got. You know what? I'm going to bring you back. I want to hear about
And I
some.
want to talk about the new Stand album, Mitch Diamond's Stand.
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're doing. We're doing a new album.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to come back. We're going to talk about
played on
all
this. I
this.
just want to give you a little teaser.
Who?
Bobby Rondinelli's on the record.
Drummer Bobby Rondinelli.
Drummer Bobby
That's
Rondinelli.
right.
Yeah,
That's
from
right.
Rainbow and Sabbath. He was with. He's been with a bunch of bands. Floyd's the Cult.
Wow. Yeah, Bobby Rondinelli,
Bobby
big, and then he had the
Rondinelli.
band Rondinelli.
Oh yeah.
That's
Hold
right.
on.
Was
You
he
know
going to be
Bobby-
an Ozzy? Was he going to be an
The guy
Ozzy?
does this.
Yeah. Was he going to be a drummer for Ozzy Osbourne at one time?
No, you're thinking of Pepe Marcello's son. Gino was going to be the guitar player.
Okay. Debbie
Yeah.
Mola wants to know the name of your book.
It's
Hold
called-
it. Hold it up again. Come
it's
on.
too heavy.
That's right.
Exile in Rosedale: The Musical Life of Seven.
That's
Thank
right.
you, everybody.
That's
appreciate
right.
it. I
That's
appreciate
right.
it. But
That's
there's a lot. I got a lot to tell you. The new Stand with Mitch Diamond.
Mhm.
It's his best yet. I mean,
Okay.
this record
What's the
is
hit song on the record that you guys going to release?
Oh, I could. Let me tell you, he's got a song called "Broken Hearts" on Broadway, which is probably the greatest written song you've ever.
Can we preview a couple of minutes of
I
a couple
can't.
seconds on here?
I can't.
Why not?
It's not because it's in process.
You don't have a
rough mix?
a rough mix that we could
I
share.
can't. I
Debbie's
can't.
going to buy you a book.
No,
We'll
I
put the
can't.
links down below. Okay, hold on. Seven.
Thank you,
You know what,
Debbie.
Seven? We're going to bring Seven back. You guys demand him after this show. Do me a favor. Look at this. Look at that.
I appreciate it.
Listen.
Fader is the man. That's right. Fader is the man. Wait till you hear his record. That's crazy too. But I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff. The Melody
Seven's
Rock-
book, Exile in Rosedale.
Oh, wait a
Everybody.
minute.
Thank you very much.
Melody
Christine.
Rock's
Yeah.
album is going to be sick. She's on Sony Orchard. That's a great record. And I'm producing one song on the record, but I'm playing drums on a ton of it.
Great.
I'm-
Okay, really quick. Who in the music business you can't stand? Let's leave on a cliffhanger.
Listen, when I wrote this book, that's another thing I got to say. There are people in this book that I tried to say, I wrote this book to say I'm sorry. And, because I was nuts as a kid. Stefan will tell you, I was dangerous. And there's some people that got their asses torn
A
out.
famous name that's somebody that just you can't stand.
Oh, I got one. I'll throw you one. Okay. The first session I ever assisted on, my dad calls me, says, go downstairs to Studio A and relieve the assistant. It's Art Garfunkel.
Art Garfunkel.
Art Garfunkel, my first assisting session. I'm 17 years old and I'm walking into a 24-track session. And now my dad worked with Paul Simon. Like my dad knew Paul. They were tight. They were cool. Dad used to call him the jockey. Because
he's short.
He's a great guy, Paul Simon, wonderful. And so I'm like, great. I'm going to Art Garfunkel is notorious for being a bit edgy, like not being the friendliest guy. So my father looks at me, goes, "Don't talk." He goes, "You're now artist. Just be cool. Go down there." I get into the session. The first minute I walk in there, quiet as a church mouse. I go to the assistant. The assistant goes like that, like sit down at the tape machine. I put my hand on the multi-track. And I don't say a word. And 10 minutes goes by and he's talking with his producer. And so finally goes, "You, come here. You, come here." All right. "Yes, Art." He takes a $20 bill out of his pocket. He goes, "Go and get this record, so-and-so, at Colony Records on 49th and get back here." So I grabbed the 20 from him and I hit the door and then I turn around and I go, "Art, I'm sorry, who's the artist?" And he goes, "Me, you dummy." I was like, oh my God. I ran to 49th Street from Media Sound, from 57th between 8th and 9th. I went to Colony on 49th like lightning. And the whole way I'm going, I can't believe this. My first assisting session. And this yo-yo's got me going to Colony Records. And I'm like, what? I can't believe this. I get to Colony. I go, "I want this miserable, whose record?" I'm like, "Art Garfunkel." So he gives me the record. I ran back. So I don't think I was gone 12 minutes. That's how fast I went. I gave him the change. And he took it and then I went back and sat at the machine. They played his album and listened to his record. And that was it. Like the tape machine, I never moved the tape machine. They listened to vinyl. I think I might have put the record on, or they did it themselves. I mean,
That's fun.
Didn't say a word to me after, and
Nothing.
no one talked to me. I just sat there with my hand on.
How about this? Read the comment from You're Dumb Too. Read that right there.
In and out of music, it's a world. Thank you.
Thank you. That's your.
Yeah,
look,
they're
look,
reading some stuff.
that's your bio, isn't it? Right there. Look, right there.
A jokester, smartass cutter. That's nice. Thank you. You're done. Yeah, I am. You're dumb.
You're dumb too. It's a funny name, but that's. Thank you for the.
It's been a crazy life.
Thank you. You have a crazy life. You know what? We're gonna bring you back. You're a lot of fun, and actually, you know what? We want Seven's nuts back. You know.
We want Seven. That was my show. I used to have up many years ago before this whole thing blew up.
We're going to talk more about it. You know what? I'm going to bring you back. Everybody in the comments, if you
I want to tell everybody the story about us.
Let's lead them on. We'll make them want to come back.
All right,
everybody.
Believe me when I tell you. You want to hear this? It involved.
So listen, everybody, if you want to hear more of this man talk, Demand it. Let me see in the comments how much you love Seven. Tell me you want Seven, and we'll make it happen. You know what? I gotta appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure Artist on Record on YouTube, Artist on Record, ADIKA Live, you subscribe. This Saturday night, Joe Travis, the Vaultmeister, is co-hosting with me. We're having the Ultimate Vinyl Showdown where we're giving away vinyl records. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Subscribe. And if you want to play and be a part of our vinyl games or any games we have, go to info@adikalive.com. Put in it that you want to play, that you want to be a part of that. Info@adikalive.com. If you have vinyl records you want to show off, let me see it. Let's show the world. Back to Seven, everybody. Seven, where can they get the book? Where can they get the book?
You can get the book at Amazon.com. It's Exile in Rosedale, The Musical Life of Seven. But really, the great stuff to check out is check out Melody Rocks. She's a young artist. She's very special. And wait till you hear the new Fader Is the Man record as well. Melody and The Stand. Wait till you hear Stand. I mean, Mitch Diamond.
Do you realize what a hit you are? Do you realize? Look, the people love you.
Nah, you got
They love you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God! Look at you! Look at this!
You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Look at this!
Listen, let me tell you something. Stefan really awoke a sleeping giant in me last night. We talked, me, and Mitch Diamond talked for a while, and he's like, you're coming on the show, and I'm like, yeah, you want to have Mitch on, you're going to want to have Melody. I'll get you Melody Rock.
Well, we're gonna make it all happen. Listen, right now, let's say goodbye to everybody. Don't click off here. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Last final message for the day.
What'd you say?
Last final message to the audience.
Listen, do great things. Every day is an opportunity to reinvent yourself and be great. I love you guys. Thank you very much.
You know what, Seven? That's a beautiful one. You're a beautiful person. As much as we bust each other's chops, I love you.
All love.
Glad to have you here with me. We're going to bring you back. Tell me you want to hear more, Seven. Tell me what stories. And if you know Seven, put it in the comments down below. Until then, everybody.
I want to come back.
I want you back. Mwah. We're out of here, kids. Bam.
It's coffee talk with ADIKA. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here. Stefan and all his friends.
And make sure you guys, you click right over here for some more special episodes and subscribe to Artist on Record, ADIKA Live on YouTube, our sister channel. You'll love it. And get Seven's book. That's right. You see the comments. Instead of buying your cat food, buy Seven's book. Your cat will be okay.
No. Buy cat food. I love cats. Do you know what my cat's name is?
What is it?
6.
Beautiful.